When we first found out about the journey that we were going to be going on, we were unsure of what was going to happen and how things were going to pan out. We were most worried about him being accepted and how his life was going to be, and if he was going to be in pain or uncomfortable. Or
as existing parents, we knew something wasn't quite right. It was just over a week until she was formally diagnosed with Down syndrome. Friends and family wanting to know what was going on and what was the best thing for us to do. We just didn't know.
In the beginning we didn't know what was wrong with her, so we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't have support groups that we could join.
It was quite a shock to the system actually. She has a rare genetic disorder called CDKL5. The main factors with Anne-Marie is that she has severe seizures and severe developmental delay. Those are the biggest. That's a worry, we worry. She's fighting a battle with her own body, just, to try and develop. What is she going to be able to do with her life? Like, what kind of quality of life is she going to have?
Every child, regardless of physical, mental or social capacity, has the right to be educated, to learn and grow, and to reach their individual potential.
when we first went to the Champion Centre, we were a bit nervous and unsure of what was going to happen there. You get introduced to other families who are going through the same sort of thing.
I think the thing that I loved the most is that we walked in and it was Naya's place. It was inclusion.
You're surrounded by people in an environment that's set for parents that go through those challenges. It just allowed us to speak openly.
Everyone is so supportive and so lovely, and I feel myself getting a bit teary. It was just a really lovely place.
When I walked through the doors of the centre for the first time, I finally felt like we were going to get the help we needed for our daughter. I just felt like we were finally somewhere where they'd listen and understand, and she'd be accepted and loved as much as we loved her at home.
For over 40 years, the Champion Centre has been partnering with families, providing speech and language therapy, occupational therapy and physiotherapy.
Within Naya's development, gross motor skills is what she's lacking. For a while, we never thought she was going to jump. The centre's there to say, hey, we can do this. They remind you as well that even if she doesn't, it doesn't matter. She's really good at doing this and this. She does ride a bike now, and she is bouncing on the trampoline.
The music therapy was great. Matthew loved the music, and he really liked the computer program as well. And
just Anne-Marie just absolutely responds to the music and loves it. And for someone who can't talk or communicate, and her vision's not very good, but she loves the music sessions, and I love, the joy that in her face.
We also provide music and play therapy, computer-aided learning, as well as a transition to school program. We work closely with childhood centres, schools and their staff, so when it comes time for our champions to transition, their learning and needs are understood and they can continue to flourish.
I think it is really valuable because it encourages children with special needs to be more accepted into the community and to be mainstreamed into mainstream schools and things like that.
When I went to talk to the school about Naya starting, when they found out she was at the Champion Centre, they were really happy. We know how the Champion Centre works, we know that they'll come in and they'll help with all the different OARS funding, and once again the reputation of the Champion Centre has allowed us to move forward. And
we feel far more confident as a result of the Champion Centre's support that it's going to be okay.
We work with children under the age of 6 with complex developmental conditions such as cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, autism and dyspraxia, as well as children at risk of developmental issues due to factors such as premature birth.
The intervention that Naya's had each week for 5 years has made her the person she is now.
Naya's self-development and self-confidence, she's just this cool little character, amazing. It's allowed us to be confident in her and allow her to have that independence.
I feel so much hope for Anne-Marie from being there. The staff and the families, the kids, they're all so inspiring, and I just look at all these other kids and the amazing things they're doing and think, that could be Anne-Marie too.
The thought that their children's hopes and dreams might not be realised is devastating for parents, and no child should be denied their potential.
I think the most valuable thing I've learned from the Champion Centre is not to give up, you know?
You don't know your child's potential. You have no idea what they can achieve. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep fighting for your child.
I think it's really important for people to support the Champion Centre because they do such an amazing job. We wouldn't be where we are today if we hadn't had the wonderful support and love from the Champion Centre.
The skill and talent in that centre is just amazing. They could so easily go and have careers, really very successful, highly paid careers elsewhere, and they've made that conscious decision that they're going to stick it out.
That's an
Very,
incredible
very lucky.
centre.
Yeah.
That's, there's not one word strong enough.
No, thank you. It's just not enough. Really. Yeah.
We can't give up on these kids. You know, they've got some challenges, but they need the best help and the best start in life. And when they're young is the best time to do it. And yeah, she's worth it. Yeah, I don't think there's enough thanks in the world for what they've done.
We need support, we need help. People who donate to the Champion Centre take a step back and think it's changing their lives, giving her the chance to reach her full potential. It's giving her that chance.
We can't champion these children alone. We need your help.